Okay, send them to the office. Send them to the office. I'm gonna figure it out.
Hey, Emily, how you doing?
Okay, I'm good. I just sent a little IEP.
A little fun IEP email.
Yeah, instead of,
Right on.
I don't really have any concerns with the students, so,
There you go. Thank you for being flexible, by the way, on that.
yeah. no
So we
problem.
could. Hey, Sammy, what's up?
Just try to read something.
Good.
Oh, this picture cracks me up. It's great.
Maybe nothing was done, 3:30, right?
3:15 to 3:30, we will be done.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I switched on my Chrome when I was in Hong Kong for stopover. So now every time I go to Yahoo, I get that.
Oh, my goodness.
I had to switch to the English version. Everything's Chinese. Do you see that?
Can you read Chinese?
No,
No, I was just saying.
I wish.
Mr. Vittoria, hello, sir. Okay. I'll be here too.
I can believe the year is over. 1 week, the 6th of next week, and that's it. We'll have 1 week of just reviewing. And we're done, we're out of here.
We are out of here. Okay, so let's see if I have what I need to have. Does he have what he needs to have? That is the question. I think I might come over here actually, because I need my two screens.
How's the SBAC going, Sammy?
Very good.
That's good.
It was good, actually.
All right.
Some were the good ones, the intelligent ones. It took them almost the end of the second day to finish.
Yeah,
Those who are goofing around, they finish it in 15 minutes.
right.
They just click, 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 okay.
Yeah, did you know you can restart them? Oh, no, you can't with SBAC.
Not very bad.
Only with maps.
But I'm done, yeah, all right.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have that activity?
So we are broadcasting live to the world, so just FYI,
Oh,
Okay.
in your conversation.
All right.
Yeah,
I'm
so
sorry.
we can't use any students' names.
right, that's what I'm getting, that's exactly what I'm getting at. I'm like,
Yeah, I No.
just so you know.
She was around.
Right.
Ah,
Thanks for coming. We still have 3 minutes, so we'll wait and see if anybody else wants to come. If you have a Chromebook, you can play with a few things as we go. If you want to borrow a Chromebook, actually I have some on the wall there on a cabinet.
At the end of the school year, I will be returning to you 3 chargers.
Okay.
There are 3 chargers in my classroom. They leave it there, and then at one time I had 5.
Somebody,
And then I give them all. I don't mind.
well, to be honest with you, at the end of the year, everybody without one is going to only $20, so they'll probably grab them if they're laying around. I would hide my own. Like,
Yeah,
you
I
have
had
your
to
own,
hide mine.
you have your own personal one, hide it, because if not, it will get gone. You know what I'm saying?
3 extra in my room at one point, and I'm done with that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But I keep on home too.
And then when we announce soon the day when we're gonna collect, then
They're gonna be.
no
stupid.
charger is saved.
Mhm.
No Chromebook, like
I
nothing
even
is
have
saved.
my name taped to a sticky
Yeah.
note around my NCD.
Yeah, it's not gonna be, nothing is gonna be saved.
What is the expiry of this popcorn?
I just popped that today.
Oh, it's good for 3 days.
I could sell it upstairs. I could tell it was fresh.
Yes, it is very fresh. You're welcome. It's probably even still warm.
So you have to.
It is the one.
Does that guy come out every day when the middle schoolers come out? with
Okay.
Tomorrow.
The tattoo
Oh.
guy, tattoo around his.
No.
Oh,
No.
he doesn't?
He's,
Well, I think he's there with his yard sale.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one.
that's been going on for like a week now, so.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's just, you know.
Yeah, you're like right above me, aren't you? You're like right up there
Yeah,
and one over.
Yeah.
Yep,
I'm right,
see,
yeah,
you.
right above Johnson.
I wouldn't go there.
All right, so, thank you to our one viewer out there in the world, and we are 5 strong today. That's pretty good. End of the year, there's still good things to learn, so we will have a wonderful lightning jam today. If you are the person who's watching remotely, I do have the chat up on a Chromebook, so I'd be able to see if you want to type in any questions as we go. And of course, people who are here, feel free to interrupt me at any time and ask questions. But I'm going to get going. We're going to talk about transparent images today. So let me switch from us to screen. And it's normal. Let's do this. And it comes over. Okay, so transparent images obviously are not totally transparent. They have a transparent background. That is important if you want to use images together, more than one image, because that's the difference between something that's totally amateur and something quality. So I made a couple of examples just to show you the difference here. So let's say I was making a forest scene. Maybe I was making a flyer or a worksheet or something like that. Everybody's heard the saying, a picture's worth 1,000 words. And images are super important for engaging students now. Way more engaging if you have an image than if you just have text. In fact, if you just have text, it's just kind of like putting the title on it. Please don't read this ever. Because, you know, you got to like hook people, you got to hook your audience with an image. So let's imagine I was making an image of a forest and I wanted to add dogs. I promised that today this would be dog themed. So I have 3 copies of the same forest scene. Here's one that's plain. Here's one that's done terrible. What if I want to put a dog in, but I did not use a transparent background? You'll see a lot of times kids will, when they throw images together, they'll have something like this. By transparent background, what I mean is the little white area that's all around behind, it's a white box. So that doesn't, I mean, it's kind of cool, but not really. It just looks more like a collage than, you know, like it was together. So let me give you one more example of an image I inserted, but with a transparent background. So you could see there's no box around him or anything. I just inserted him. I made it look like he's coming out from behind a log or a leaf or something. And you could get super creative with transparent images. And there's really no limit to the number of layers. So you might see like Thug Life pictures when they have the shades. We could put Thug Life shades on this dog. You know, we can make lots of layers, all with transparent images. And so today what we want to talk about is making, first of all, how to find these. And then after we've found them, how can we use them? And finally, how you can make your own transparent images if you want. So I'm gonna go first here. Everybody goes to Google and looks for things, but I want to show you a couple ways to find transparent images. First of all, I don't know if you knew this, but you can actually go to images.google.com and you can see it says Google, but then it's just about images, okay? So if I were looking, you know, like, oh, I want to find a good dog, I type in dog and it's showing all kinds of dogs. I can sort by colors, I can sort by all kinds of things here. You know, this is gonna be like dogs with some kind of purple in it, you know, or here types, Pomeranians, whatever. But if I go to tools and click that, it opens up some more tools here. So I'm gonna look at this and I'm gonna say, I want to find under color, transparent. So now all of these images I know have a transparent background. So if I wanted to use, I'm still on Pomeranian because I clicked on Pomeranian for it. I'm like, oh, look at this furry one right here. This is super cool. I could just right click on it, copy this image, and if I wanted to be, not if I wanted to be, I should be, it could be reused with modification or non-commercial use. So I'm gonna be a good digital citizen and do that. Oh, look at this, Old Yeller. He should be in a jungle, not a jungle. He should be in here, not that one.
Somewhere happy.
Yeah, well, I'm just gonna paste him. What? That's not. That is. Oh, I did not. There I go. I have to go back to tools. Transparent. That one actually is not transparent. What? Neither is that one. Fail. I'm gonna go back to here. Honestly, don't know why that happened. But it's definitely doing that.
Like,
Well, it is mocking me. So let's do plan B. Another way you can do it. Let's say you're at Google. It's google.com. Sometimes I'll do a search dog and just type transparent background. So then it'll bring up, I'm actually super curious on why that happened. Let's see what we can do here. Oh.
Does it have something to do with the background you already have?
No, it shouldn't. So that's super interesting right now. Please trust me. In a normal world here, when we go transparent background, we have those. A lot of times you'll also see an image. Oh, I think it's because I was just getting the preview. Let's see if I open it.
Oh.
That could be, hopefully, no? That's not it either. Well, we're definitely having some troubles right now, but please trust me that that's usually the way you do it. And so you could just right here, dog transparent background. I want to show you, a lot of times you'll have the black and white checkerboard behind it. And that's what lets you know that this is a PNG file that has a transparent background that's not being transparent right now. That's so strange. Okay, anyways. So here's another example of a way you might use it and you can see the difference. If you have
That is cool.
an image, it looks a lot better if it's transparent. And so these are exactly the same. I just insert an image, did wrap text, but the one that is transparent is a lot nicer to use. And I do want to point something out too.
Can I say something?
That one's making me mad. Yes.
If you open, I noticed, because I was trying to do it like you, but then when I went more into the actual picture and copied it in from there.
That worked better?
Yeah, it actually worked.
Mine works.
Because mine was white in the background and then the other one.
That's so weird. So, okay, so you opened it up here,
Yeah, because when I.
copy image. Let's see now. Whoop, there he's transparent. Thank you very much. So you cannot grab the preview or the thumbnail. You actually have to have the real deal.
Yeah.
One thing I want to point out too, you can always modify these too. So thank you very much for that, Vanessa. Appreciate that. So, you know, if you want him, you could do him whatever you want him to be doing.
Oh, that's cute.
You like that, Gary? I'm glad. So
Waiting.
he just laying there. You can move these around. So I would really suggest, like I said, any instructions you give to kids or things like that, put a transparent image in it, and you'll get like 50% more kids to actually read the instructions. That's not a scientific number, that's just me saying. So next I want to talk about how you could find some online. So there are several places. Here's one, stickpng.com, and you have all kinds of galleries. So if I'm like, oh, you know, I really want some Deal With It glasses, you know, so I come here, there's some different kinds, like, yeah, I need that one. And so you can get them here, you could download and use it. And it shows it has the license.
Oh,
Another
you
one,
can do logos too from there.
what's that?
That's pretty cool. You can do logos from Stick PNG.
Oh, yes, there are many things. There was also a website that was referenced. Eric Kurtz referenced it, which looked really good, but I haven't had any luck with it. It was nobacks.com. Hopefully it'll work now. Oh, it is working now. Maybe. No, it's not. It's redirecting to another thing. But that was nobacks.com, and it was tens of thousands of transparent images. Okay. So the last thing I want to show you is, wonder if you want to make these yourself. Okay. If you do, that can really personalize things. I like to use paint.net. It's just a simple, it's kind of like Photoshop, but it's a free, you can download it for free, and you can do all kinds of things with it. Here's something that I made with it. Like, let's say you were in a history class and you're like, hey, show yourself in history. And so you have yourself at different historical or important things. And then maybe you could put like a little bubble. You're saying what you thought about that event
That's
in time.
What is that
Yes.
website?
Paint.net. And you actually have to download that. So that would be like on a Windows. Like there I was when Bigfoot was running across. I kind of like this one actually. That was pretty cool. And then one when I was at a super cool meeting with those historical guys. Okay, but all I did to do those was you just say, I want to open, and I'll say, what do you want to open? I had a few images. That one. So I took my picture in front of a green. You could do it any color, but green screens are nice because then, unless you're wearing a shirt that's that color of green, you know, you're not going to get it. And I just magic wand it, and you could change the tolerance, and then you just delete, okay?
Oh,
And it deletes that out. And so, you know, and then you can clean it up with an eraser. But that's really a pretty quick way. That's how I created this. Now, I have a couple of possible solutions. Lunapic.com is an online image thing. And so like you could see here, I was playing around. I don't think, to be honest with you, it was as easy, but you could come up here into edit and you have the same magic wand tool. And so you could delete it out. Or Pixlr, and that's pixlr.com, is another image editing tool. And so you can upload pictures, and you can have it as a Chrome extension if you want to. But those are a couple options that you could give to kids to try if they were just using their Chromebooks. Okay. So just to kind of review, I think there are a couple reasons why you would want to use transparent images. First of all, if you do something like this, students instantly will say that's super amateur and it's weak, So you want to use transparent images, and it brings interest, it brings fun to what you're doing, and we should be having fun here. You can see the difference. I just delete this dog. It's dumb anyway. So, and you could turn it and you do whatever you want. But definitely the transparent is where you want to be. And then make it personal. I'd suggest giving something like this to kids, and maybe saying, why don't you, put some comments or a little word. If you came a couple times ago, we had speech bubbles that we put on there, and you could have students show what they learned in kind of cool ways like that. But that's just an introduction. If you want me to sit down with you and go more in depth on anything of any parts of transparent images, I'd be happy to. And would like to remind you too, if you would like a certificate for your participation today, just go to bit.ly/LGCert for Lightning Jam certificate, and you will be emailed a certificate of completion. So it's bit.ly/LGCert. And I'll just bring up a form, just please fill it out, and a certificate will come to you completed. Are there any last questions before we go? We have 1 minute or less.
Would you send an email with these websites on it?
Absolutely.
Because I already got the other two that you did.
Absolutely. I would be happy to send you an email.
Awesome.
Is that paint, can
Oh,
you get it
paint
on
that.
here?
Paint.net is a download, just so you could download it like on your desktop in your class.
But you couldn't have it on Chrome.
It will not go.
Okay.
But Pixlr would work.
Pixlr will. That's like a Chrome app, so you can install that. And then LunaPic also will work on your Chromebook. So those are nice. Good questions. Any other questions?
Thanks, Nate.
You are welcome. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Thank you, Vanessa, for helping me figure out when I was failing.
Yeah.
That was super embarrassing, but
We've all been.
How can I?
we got through it.
How can I reset my Chrome to the default? Because when I use Google, somehow there's something in here that